So none of you want to hear a speech. And I wrote a speech and I tore it up, and then I wrote another speech and I tore it up. And what happens in this event is everybody's having such a great time that nobody wants to hear a speech. So I decided, no speech. What I do want to do is say, first of all, we have the most amazing landscape design that was put together for this place, and I just want a big hand of applause. James Garfield Thompson is an artist, and this is incredible. And James and his team were up at something like 2 a.m. to identify the materials and the products that are here, the plants and the flowers, and it all came together. So that is absolutely amazing. Now, is everybody having a good time? And is everybody bidding? We need everybody to bid on the auction items, because that's a big part of the amount of money that we can raise here tonight. Now, what are we raising the money for? Every year we've heard people tell us, we had a great time, it's a great party, but what is it? What are they about? What is Peacebuilders? So I'm only going to tell you 3 things about Peacebuilders. The first thing I'm going to tell you is something very easy. Sometime during this evening, before you leave, there are 4 letters of apology over there. We have hundreds of them. And we don't ask for letters of apology at the outset. We work with young people who've made mistakes, who've done things that we all agree are the wrong things to do. Some cases, they didn't actually do anything, but they did get caught in the justice system because we have a very, very rough way to distinguish good from bad, and access to justice for young people, especially young people in underprivileged communities, is really, really lacking. So take a look at 4 letters that are out there, read them, and then take a look at the pictures that you probably saw, maybe if everybody's busy talking, but make a point looking at the 4 pictures that are out in the front foyer. Now that, I have to tell you, is another masterful piece of work. BBDO, and BBDO is here somewhere, we've got representatives from BBDO, is an award-winning advertising marketing agency. It's won awards in Canada. So please make sure you look at the posters and you read those apology letters, because they will give you a bit of a glimpse so that no one who leaves here tonight can actually say to anybody else, I don't know what they're about. Okay, maybe I don't know a lot about it, but at least I have a general sense. Okay, so that's the first thing I want to tell you. The second thing is, we're very excited this year because after many years, it's been at least a decade, this is the first year of our second decade. We are now going to be expanding our work into 2 areas. So we're essentially tripling our programs. We're doing a 3-year pilot project with a school called Eastdale. It's in Riverdale. It is the 3rd neediest high school in the Toronto District School Board. We're both going to do intervention work and prevention work there. And we're extremely excited about the potential and the possibilities to bring the kind of work that we do with young people much closer to home, so that delays of the 6 months, 9 months, 29 months, from the time when something happens to the time when it actually gets diverted to our program in court, are reduced to a day, a week. And that's the goal in that project. The second one is a 3-year pilot project at Jane and Finch, with Osgoode Hall Law School, with York University, and with a local community agency that has been serving the community of Jane and Finch for many years by the name of Peach. And we're extremely excited about essentially extending the program we do downtown to young people in that community so that they don't actually have to travel on a weekly basis, which they do here in order to complete our program. So that's the second thing. We are expanding in a very important and significant way. The third thing I want to tell you is none of this is possible at all, ever, without your support. And I mean every single one of you in many, many different ways. And so what I want to say here is, first of all, I tried to count the number of people who were involved in producing this event tonight. I lost track of the numbers. Our committee alone, this year's Spring for Peace Committee is at least 25 and maybe 27, and you're all over the place, and you said, well, you don't really want to be pointed out, but stick your hands up, whoever is in here from the committee. It is a fantastic group of young people. There are a couple. There are a couple of old ladies like me, but everybody else is young, and I want you to know they did an amazing job. So that's just the committee. Then we have James's team with his landscaping and his lighting. We've got Ron Davis and the music team. We've got Movable Feast and the food team. We have so many teams, and I know I'm missing a whole bunch. But I just wanted you to know, every single one of you in this room contributes to the success of this organization and the direction that it's going. And it isn't just about individual youth, it's also about changing how we do things. It's changing how we help them. It's changing so that when we help them, they actually don't come back to court. And that is a huge statement to make. And so, lastly, and I think that Heather, our wonderful MC this evening, thank you, Heather, by the way, thank you, is already thanked, and we'll thank our sponsors, and we have them in our loop. I want to thank our presenting sponsor, Scotia, and Scotia is supposed to be somewhere here in the middle, and they said they don't want to raise their hands either, but I want Scotia to raise their hands. Scotia, thank you so much for being the presenting sponsor, right there. And so, that's it. No more speech. And have a great time. Thank you so much for coming. It's raining again this year, as it did last year. It somehow didn't stop you guys from getting here. Thank you. Have a great evening.